Hello students, welcome to my channel Physics Universal Classes. Now we are going to discuss about the charge distribution and the methods of charging. Okay, in this topic in electrostatics, the fields and forces. The first now we are going to discuss about charge distribution. Okay, in this charge distribution, the amount of charge distribution uniformly or non-uniformly, it can be classified into three categories. So, okay, one by one discuss, students. An amount of charge distributed distribute uniformly or non-uniformly. Uniformly or non-uniformly on a body, that is isolated conductors. Okay, in this charge distribution, an amount of charge distribute uniformly or non-uniformly. Okay, in this charge distribution can be classified into three categories. The first one is linear charge distribution. The second one is surface distribution. Third one is the volume charge distribution. Okay, in this charge distribution can be classified into three categories. First, linear charge distribution, surface charge distribution or aerial charge distribution. Third one is volume charge distribution. Okay, in this one, the first charge, linear charge distribution. In this linear charge distribution, the charge on a line, okay, charge on a line. For example, charged straight wire, circular charged ring. This is the charged wire, straight wire. Okay, in this one, the charges are positive. This is the linear charge distribution. The charge on a line. For example, charged straight wire. And one more example is circular charged ring. Okay, in this linear charge distribution is indicated that symbol lambda. Okay, lambda is equal to charge by length. Okay, this is the linear charge distribution. Okay, in the simple, students, linear means a straight line. Okay, linear is the straight line, only one dimensional. Charged straight wire. Okay, this is the only straight line. The both sides are acting in the positive charges. It is indicated lambda is equal to Q by L, that is charge by length. This is linear charge distribution. The charge distribution on a line, that is called linear charge distribution. Okay, second one is surface The surface means area. Area means a two-dimensional. Surface charge distribution. The surface charge distribution, charge on a surface. On a surface, so like a charged plane sheet. Okay, this is the plane sheet. The charges are positive. The positive charges are acting. It is represented sigma. Okay, sigma is nothing but sigma is equal to charge by area surface, that is a q by a. Q by a. This is the surface charge distribution. Okay, in this surface charge distribution acting on a surface. Acting on a surface. Okay, example plane sheet. Plane sheet. It is indicated that symbol sigma. Sigma is equal to charge by area. Charge by area. The SI unit is coulomb per meter square. The dimensional formula is m0 L power minus 2 T A. That is this is the dimensional formula for surface charge distribution. Okay, last one is volume charge distribution. The volume charge distribution means the charge distribution throughout the volume of the body. Okay, volume charge distribute. Okay, throughout the volume of a body. Okay, for example, dielectric sphere. Okay, this is the sphere, dielectric sphere. The volume means three-dimensional, x, y and z axis. Dielectric sphere. In this the volume, the symbol is rho. The rho is equal to, rho is the volume charge distribution. Rho is equal to charge by volume. The SI unit is the coulomb per meter cube. Coulomb per meter cube. This is the volume charge distribution. The charge distribution, the amount of charge is distributed uniformly or non-uniformly. The charge distribution can be classified into three types. First one is linear charge distribution. The linear means only straight line. The next to surface charge distribution, that is a two-dimensional. The two-dimensional like circular motion. The third one is a volume charge distribution. The volume charge distribution means three-dimensional, three axis, x, y and z axis. This is the charge distribution. Discuss about point charge. Okay, point charge means a finite charged body okay, a finite sized, very small body, like in this one, just only in this one, this point. So like in this point charge means a finite charged body so behaves as a point charge. Okay, it is produce a square electric field. It produces an square electric field. The point charge means very simple, students. The point charge, okay, very minute, very finite particle or charge. So like as a point charge, small, in this one point, this is the point charge. A finite charged body behaves like as a point charge. It is produced an square electric field, that is called point charge. The methods of charging. The next to discuss about methods of charging. Methods of charging. Okay, three methods of charging. The first one is charging in a friction or friction electricity. Second one is charging in a contact. Charging in a contact. Okay, the first one is charging by rubbing or frictional electricity. The second one is charging in a contact or that is charging by contact. Third one is charging by induction. Charging by induction. Okay, this is the three methods of charging. Three methods of charging. The first one is charging by rubbing or frictional electricity, or charging in a friction also. Rubbing. Okay, so live some examples, daily based examples. For example, clouds. The clouds is the best example charging in a friction or rubbing. Clouds is the best example of the rubbing, the charging by rubbing. Okay, for example, take let us consider, take one is the for example, this is the silk rod, that is one rod, glass rod. This is the silk cloth. These two are rubbing with each other. In this glass rod, it is act as a positive charge, and the silk cloth, it is act as a negative charge. These two are rubbing with each other. After some time, so what happens, students? That is, these two are attract to each other. Okay, and some examples. So one by one discuss, students. Some of the applications. Charging in a friction or rubbing. The glass rod and silk cloth. Okay, these two are rubbing. For example, this is the glass rod. In this one, silk cloth. Okay, these two are rubbing with each other. In this one, glass rod. This is the cloth, silk cloth. Okay, in this one, so when a glass glass rod is rubbed with a silk cloth, the glass rod acquires some positive charge. This is acquires as positive charge, and the silk cloth acquires negative charge. So like in this one. Okay, these two are rubbing with each other. Rubbing with each other. All material bodies contain large number of electrons and equal number of protons in their normal state. When rubbed against each other, some electrons from one body pass to the another body. One body pass to the another body. So onto the another body. The body that donates the electrons becomes positive charge. That donates, that means loss of electrons. Loss of electrons is nothing but positive charge. And gaining of electrons. Gaining of electrons is equal to is nothing but negative charge. Okay, in this one, for example, when glass rod is rubbed with silk cloth, glass rod becomes a positive charge because it donates electrons, while the silk cloth becomes negatively charged. Silk cloth negatively charged. It receives electrons. The electricity so obtained by rubbing bodies, rubbing the object, that is called frictional electricity. Okay, in this one, students, only one example taken, glass rod and silk cloth. Okay, glass rod, it is act as a positive charge, that is donate the electrons. Donate the electrons means lossing of electrons from glass rod. It acquires as a positive charge, and silk cloth, it receives the electron, that is gaining of electrons. It is acquires, it is act as a negative charge. Okay, these two are acting with each other, rubbing with each other. The same number of protons and same number of electrons are formed in a normal state. This is the first method, the rubbing, charging by rubbing or charging in a friction. The best example is clouds. Okay, some examples are there. Positive and negative charges is very important. And positive charge, the negative charged body. First in this one, glass rod. Glass rod is the positive charge, and the next negative is silk cloth. Silk cloth is the negative charge, and the next one is ebonite rod. Ebonite rod, that is a negative charge. Ebonite rod, negative charge, and cat skin. Cat skin is the cat sulfur as the positive charge. The next best example is dry hair. Dry hair is the positive charge, and the negative charge is the comb. Negative charge is the comb. Okay, in this one, students, third example is the best example also, charging by a rubbing or friction, dry air. Okay, so dry air, by using comb, then to cut the pieces of the paper is nearer to the comb. These two are attract with each other. These two are attract to each other. In this paper, pieces of paper, it is act as a positive charge, and the comb, it is act as a negative charge. This is the charging by rubbing. The second one is charging by contact. Second method is charging by contact. Charging by contact. So let us consider. So take two examples, two objects. One is the ebonite rod and another one is the metal surface or metal sphere. Is fixed with a one stand, that is a insulating stand. Insulating stand, and when an ebonite rod is contact with the metal sphere, contact with the metal sphere. Okay, when a negative charged ebonite rod is rubbed on a metal object such as sphere, such as the sphere, some of the excess electrons from the rod, some of the excess electrons from the rod are transferred to the sphere, or transferred to the sphere, like in this one, like in this one. Once the electrons are on the metal sphere, when they can move readily, they repel one another and spread out over the sphere surface, over the sphere surface. So like in this one, students, like in this one. Okay, this is the metal sphere, metal sphere. These two are contact with each other. The excess electrons are spread out the metal surface, like in this one, spread out in this manner, spread out the metal sphere, spread out the metal sphere. So when the rod is removed, the sphere is left with a negative charge distributed over its surface in a similar manner. In a similar manner, the sphere will be left. The sphere will be left. The sphere will be left with a positive charge after being rubbed with a positively charged body. After rubbed with a positive charge, but what happens? The positive charged body with rubbing on a metal sphere. So what happens, students? In this case, electrons from the sphere would be transferred to the rod. These electrons transferred to the another object. The process of giving one object a net electric charge by placing it in contact with another object. Okay, these two are contact with each other. That method is called charging by contact. Okay, very simple thing. The first of all, let us consider, take two type of bodies. The first one is ebonite rod. When a ebonite rod is contact with a or rubbing with a metal sphere, so what happened? The excess electrons transferred from the rod to the metal sphere. Okay, after that, the electrons is spread out over the entire surface of the metal sphere or metal surface also, metal sphere surface. Okay, these two are contact with each other, that is the charging by contact. Very simple, these two are contact. Okay, this is the charging by contact. Okay, last one is charging by induction. Charging by induction. Induction. Okay, in this charging by induction means it is also possible to charge a conductor in a, so like the same example. But in the previous condition is charging by contact, the two bodies are contact, the two objects are contact. Okay, in this one the rod is so not touch the surface, not touch the metal surface, like in this one. In this one, a negative charged rod brought close to the metal sphere. This is a negative charged sphere, negative charged rod is brought nearer to the metal sphere. Is nearer to the metal sphere. What happened in the sphere? The free electrons close to the rod move to the other side. So like in this negative charge distributed the positive one side and one side is a negative. In this one, in this condition, the number of protons is equal to number of electrons. The number of electrons, only 6 electrons and 6 protons. In the normal state, the above rod or negative charged rod is brought to nearer to the metal surface. Okay, the charges are attracting to the rod, attracted to the rod. In the sphere, the free electrons close to the rod move to the other side by repulsion. As a result, the part of the sphere nearer to the rod becomes positively charged, and the part farthest from the rod negatively charged. This is the negatively, and in this one is the positively charged. Okay. If the rod is removed, the free electrons return to their original places and the charged region disappear. Charged region is the disappear. Okay, this process is called charging by induction. This process is called charging by induction. The process of giving one object a net electric charge without touching the object to a second charged object is called charging by induction. Okay, this is the charging by induction. Hope you like this video, students. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you.